Doing well with money isn't about how smart you are. It's about how you behave. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel is a powerful exploration of how people actually think about money and why financial success is less about formulas or intelligence and more about psychology, discipline, and long-term behavior. Instead of focusing on complex investing strategies, the book explains that everyday habits, emotions, and personal experiences shape financial decisions far more than technical knowledge. It begins with the idea that every individual has a unique money story based on where they come from, the economy they grew up in, and the experiences they've had. Because of this, what seems irrational to one person may feel completely logical to another. Understanding this helps us become less judgmental and more aware of our own biases when it comes to money. A major theme in the book is the role of luck and risk. Housel explains that many successful people are not just skilled, they were also in the right place at the right time. Similarly, many failures are not purely the result of bad decisions, but also bad luck. This means we should be careful about blindly copying others' financial strategies or assuming that success can be perfectly replicated. Recognizing the role of luck keeps us humble, while respecting risk keeps us cautious. The goal is not to take extreme risks chasing high returns, but to build a plan that can survive uncertainty over time. Another key lesson is that saving money is more important than earning a high income. Many people believe that increasing income automatically leads to wealth, but the book challenges this idea by showing that wealth is built through consistent saving and investing. You don't need to earn millions to become financially secure. You need discipline, patience, and the ability to live below your means. In fact, one of the most dangerous habits is lifestyle inflation, where people increase their spending as their income grows, leaving little room for saving. True financial progress happens when you maintain control over your expenses, regardless of how much you earn. The concept of compounding is presented as one of the most powerful forces in finance. Compounding means that money grows over time as returns generate their own returns. Even small amounts of money, when invested consistently over a long period, can grow into significant wealth. However, compounding requires patience, and this is where most people fail. They look for quick gains instead of long-term growth. The book uses real-life examples to show that some of the wealthiest individuals didn't necessarily have extraordinary skills. They simply stayed invested for a very long time without interrupting the compounding process. Housel also makes a clear distinction between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich usually means having a high income or spending a lot of money, while being wealthy means having assets, savings, and financial security. Wealth is often invisible. It's the money you don't spend. Many people try to look rich by buying expensive cars, clothes, or gadgets, but this behavior often prevents them from actually becoming wealthy. The book encourages readers to focus less on appearances and more on building a solid financial foundation that provides long-term stability. Another important idea is controlling your ego and avoiding comparison. In today's world, people are constantly influenced by what others are doing, especially through social media. This creates pressure to spend more and keep up with others, even when it's unnecessary. Housel argues that true financial success comes from independence, making decisions based on your own goals rather than trying to impress others. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you gain clarity and control over your financial life. The book also highlights the importance of having a margin of safety. Life is unpredictable, and financial plans don't always go as expected. That's why it's important to leave room for error, whether it's through savings, emergency funds, or conservative investments. Instead of aiming for maximum returns, the focus should be on sustainability and resilience. A good financial plan is one that works even when things go wrong. Ultimately, the central message of the book is that the purpose of money is freedom. Money is not just about buying things, it's about gaining control over your time and choices. When you have enough financial security, you can make decisions without being forced by necessity. You can choose the work you want to do, the lifestyle you want to live, and the time you want to spend with loved ones. This kind of freedom is far more valuable than material possessions. The highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every day and say, I can do whatever I want today. That is the real lesson of the psychology of money. It's not about becoming the richest person in the room, but about building a life where money works for you, not the other way around.